Welcome to the Vegas Insider channel here on YouTube. As we look ahead to week 4 of college football, 3 best bets with Brian Edwards. And Brian will look at a couple of the key matchups this weekend, starting in the ACC, noon kickoff from Winston-Salem. It's Clemson and Wake Forest, big ACC matchup there. Tigers are favored on the road. Brian, your thoughts on this game?
Yeah, I'm going to go with Clemson -7. I mean, I have a lot of respect for Sam Hartman, and I like Wake's receivers, like their offense, like Clawson, their head coach. But their defense is soft. And Clemson has won 13 games in a row over Wake Forest since 2009. 12 of those 13 wins have been by margins of 14 points or more, including the last 10. And in those last 10, Clemson's only been a single-digit favorite once, and that was last year, favored by 3.5, and they win 48-27. 10 of these 13 wins in a row have been by at least 20 points. So I'm going to go Clemson -7.
All right, now let's go to another ACC team, North Carolina facing Notre Dame. Fighting Irish off their first win of the season last week, and the Tar Heels, they've been playing better. And you like North Carolina here?
I do. The wrong team is favored. I made North Carolina a 7-point favorite. The spot is advantageous. They've had 2 weeks to prepare. It's given All-American wide receiver Josh Downs time to get well. He's missed back-to-back games. Injured. He got hurt in week 0, but he already had 2 touchdown catches that day, and he was a third-team All-American last year, 101 receptions, 1,335 yards, 8 touchdowns. On3's Matt Zenitz reported yesterday that Downs is on track to be able to play, so that'll be a nice boost for UNC. But even without him and Antoine Green, the 2 best wide receivers, well, Green's been out the whole time. Downs missed the last 2 games. UNC is still 5th nationally in total offense, 6th in scoring, averaging 51.3 points per game. First-year starter Drake May has been incredible, especially considering the wide receiver absences he's dealt with. He's still completing 74.2% of his throws for 930 yards, 11-1 TDI&T ratio. He's also making plays with his legs, 146 rushing yards, 1 touchdown, and a 5.6 yards per carry average. The true freshman running back, Mario Hampton, has stepped up, team best, 228 rushing yards, 5 touchdowns, 6.0 yards per carry average. And Notre Dame's lucky to get a win. They got a phantom offsides call that was total nonsense when they missed a field goal, and then they scored 2 plays later, and that was a 7-point difference. And maybe Cal could have been playing for a field goal there at the end. But anyway, Notre Dame is fortunate to not be 0-3, and I know UNC has issues defensively, but the Fighting Irish have similar issues with their offense. So I like UNC.
All right, and the final game, Texas A&M and Arkansas hooking up at Jerry's World Saturday night in Arlington, Texas. And Arkansas finally got over the hump against A&M last year. It ended a long losing streak against the Aggies. A&M off the win over Miami. Arkansas, they snuck by last week against Missouri State. The Aggies a short favorite here. Who do you like, Brian?
Another game with the wrong favorite. I made Arkansas a 4-point favorite. We're getting great line value because Arkansas committed some first-half turnovers that, they fumbled at the goal line on 1st and goal, and just, it created a situation where Missouri State, an FCS team, was able to have the lead there for a good chunk of the game. But all good. It was a vintage look-ahead scenario for Arkansas. And I think Rocket Sanders is going to run all over Texas A&M. He's 4th in the nation in rushing yards. He's 2nd in the country in yards from scrimmage per game, 185.7. He's averaging 6.7 yards per carry. KJ Jefferson's playing outstanding, 6-1 TDI&T ratio, 3 rushing touchdowns. I think Arkansas actually puts it on A&M. I think they win by 2 or 3 touchdowns and make a statement here and set it up for Alabama coming to Fayetteville in a couple of weeks. And I also think Rocket Sanders is worth a small wager for to win the Heisman at 150-1 odds.
All right, so Brian Edwards, his 3 best bets for this Saturday. Clemson laying the points at Wake Forest. Also, he has North Carolina against Notre Dame, and he's going to back Arkansas against Texas A&M in that game at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Brian, before we let you go, tell us about the podcast that you're doing at Vegas Insider.
Yep, twice a week, the Bet CFB pod, and we drop the shows drop on first thing Monday morning and first thing Thursday morning. We've got VSiN's Jonathan Van Tobel, aka JVT, lined up as the guest for the midweek show, looking ahead to all the games this weekend, and my picks and JVT's picks as well. That'll drop first thing Thursday morning.
That is Brian Edwards. I am Kevin Rogers. Thanks a lot for watching, and as always, best of luck with your bets.